Hello and welcome, David Baker. Welcome to the Wisdom for Life podcast. I'm your host and glad that you're here. We've been talking about children and child rearing and different issues that way. I want to talk about a subject concerning children that's very, very important in life for our kids, for other kids, for our society, for our schools, for everything. You saw the title called bullying. Bullying. Most of us grew up with some of that. Some were on the bullying side. Some were on the getting bullied side. Some were on both of them. And it is not a good thing. Some people ignore it today and say, it's not a big deal when I was a kid. But it is different and it's big. Listen to this statement, every school shooting we have had has come from a bullied, beat up, mess with kid. Every one. Working on a book about this and look them up, study them, see them. A beat up, bullied, mess with kids. Someone who never got help. Someone who never got fixed. And most of the time in the school shootings, the school already knows who it is before they announce it. The school shooting in Florida, the big one there, everyone knew who it was. They nicknamed him Shooter. That was his nickname. They knew who it was before they announced the name. And some of these kids that struggle with things in life, they nickname them Shooter. And what do? They go up shooting up to school. And so when the Florida big shooting happened there on the news media, liberal people were talking about, the problem is toxic masculinity. Masculinity is a problem. Teaching these boys to be masculine and guns and fight and all of that. And I remember hearing that and just it bothering me, not thinking that's the purpose, that we do need masculine men. And that is not the root of the problem. There are a lot of other problems from bullying to, I won't go into all those things now for time, but bullying is a big problem to be able to help that. Then the next school shooting was in Texas. A kid was on the football team, bullied, quit, got his grandpa's 2 guns and went and shot up the school and killed some more people. I remember thinking as a pastor and a former youth pastor, why aren't we helping these kids? Why aren't we reaching out to them and helping them? Everyone knows who they are. The SRO officers know who they are. The teachers know who they are. The students know who they are. These kids, they're beat up. They're bullied. They're troubled. They've got problems. They got attitudes. They're nicknaming them Shooter. Why not somebody go win them to Christ and teach them about Jesus and love them and care about them and help them? And so with that toxic masculinity, I was reading the Bible, which I try to do every once in a while, joking, read it all the time. Proverbs is a book that I read for years, once a month, 31 chapters in Proverbs, 31 days in most months. And I don't know how many times I've read Proverbs 31 and I never saw these verses. Proverbs 31 verse 8. Now, Proverbs 31 is not the typical Proverbs. This is written by Solomon's mother. Okay. And she told him first, son, don't give your strength to women. That'll destroy you. Don't give your strength to them. Then she said, don't drink alcohol. It's not for kings. It's not for you. Don't drink alcohol. And then she said, open thy mouth for the dumb in the cause of all such as are appointed to destruction. What is that? People that aren't smart? No. The term was, and today would be derogatory. Back in the day, it was nothing derogatory at all. Someone that was deaf could not speak because they did not hear the words so they could form them. Now you can be taught, if you know someone who's deaf, they can be taught to speak, but it's hard because you're not hearing it. And so the term was they can't speak, and so they are deaf and dumb. And the definition of the word dumb is someone who can't speak. Okay? They're not vocal. They can't speak. That was the definition of the word. So later on, it got to be a derogatory term where it's someone that, is not very smart and then is used as a derogatory term. But in the Bible in here, it is not. Here's a Webster's 1828 dictionary. Dumb. The first definition, mute, silent, not speaking. Mute, silent, that's what the word meant. Psalm 34, I was dumb with silence. I held my peace. Okay, I was dumb with silence. I didn't speak. Okay, that's all that meant. It is not putting someone down. But so here's someone that is disabled. They're deaf. Next verse, open thy mouth, judge righteously, and plead the cause for the poor and the needy. Here's what Solomon's mother taught him. Listen carefully to this. This is so powerful. Solomon, you use your masculinity, and you open your mouth, and you speak up for the disabled people, for the poor people, and for the needy people. You use your masculinity to defend them, to speak up for them. And by the way, most of the time, that's all you have to do. Hey, leave him alone. What? Leave him alone. What are you talking about? What are you going to do about it? You don't want to know. Just leave him alone. Hey, man, come eat lunch with us. Done. Done. And by the way, I'm not promoting fighting, okay? But the way we grew up with bullying, he just needed one good one. One good fist right here. Nose, mouth, teeth, lips, one good pop. That's usually all it takes. And they realize, okay, I can't do that. I'm not promoting violence, okay? But the bully needs someone to stand up to him. We are putting together a program. It's called the Protectors Club. You can go look at it online. It's called theprotectorsclub.com. And started going forward with this, and then God didn't let us finish it at the time. But there's a book that's 90+% done, website that's up. I even wrote a movie for it that's really interesting. And talking about how in a school this could be done. With a Bible club in a school ran by the football team. The football team, they're already trained to be protectors. They protect the ball. Boy, how many drills to protect that ball. That running back, protect the ball, hold it, two hands, double it in. If they see a running back running, just holding the ball out where someone can just slap it away, boy, they will get on it and protect the ball. Protect your quarterback, okay? Without a good quarterback, we're done. We're not going to win this thing. Protect your quarterback. Don't let him get nailed and hammered and sacked. Protect your quarterback. Protect that weak side, okay? You're turning this way, you can't see the guy coming if you're on video. You're turning to the right to throw a pass. You can't see someone coming on your left. It's called the weak side or the blind side. Okay. That whole movie was made about that, the blind side. Protect your quarterback. Okay. They're already taught to be protectors. How about if you went to the football team and say, hey guys, you're in charge of this school. You guys are the big men on campus. Hey, we need you guys to protect it. What? We need you guys to protect the school. How? By being the guys. You see someone being picked on, you see someone being beat on, being bullied, you go up to the guys bullying and say, man, leave him alone. What? Leave him alone. Open your mouth. Plead the cause for the disabled, for the poor, for the needy. Plead the cause for them. Open your mouth. You're not going to have to fight. Just open your mouth. 2 football players come up. Hey, man, leave him alone. Hey, Joey, come meet with us at lunch. What? At the football table? Yep, come meet with us. You'll sit with us at the football table today. Okay. Now he's accepted. Now he's got friends. Now he's protected. He's not beat up and bullied anymore. He's got friends. He didn't want to destroy and kill everybody in the school because they picked on him. He's got friends. Then you lead him to Christ. Tell him about Jesus. Wow, you just turned his world upside down. That's what ought to be done. That's what we're looking to be able to do. One of the reasons I wanted to talk about bullying is I have a lady that's coming on. I'm going to interview her, and she's got a bullying program for grade school. This can work also, but it's a little bit harder for them to understand the full concept of this. This would be more of a junior high and high school program to be able to help, but it's really big and really important. By the way, this has been done in my executive summary that I put together. If you want it, just email me, Wisdom for Life podcast, and email me, and we will, email me. I'll make sure you have the right email address. But anyway, email me and I'll send you that summary. In that summary, there's some videos that are already in there that are pretty amazing. Okay, by the way, on this one, like askpastorbaker@gmail.com. Askpastorbaker@gmail.com. There is one for Wisdom for Life, but it's easy. Askpastorbaker@gmail.com. So if you would like that, I'll send you the executive summary. There are 2 amazing videos. There's more out here, but where football teams have already done exactly what I laid out, and boy, it fixes the bullying problem. When we researched and studied this, we looked at all the bullying programs that were out there, and all of them, secular, sacred, government programs, all of them say our bullying programs don't work. What? They say it? Yeah, I was shocked. The bullying programs don't work. Why? Because every program, which makes sense, says, hey, if you're being bullied, tell an authority, tell your parents, tell the teacher, tell the principal. Okay. Now picture this. You're being bullied and now you go tell your mommy. Now you go tell the teacher. Now you go tell the principal. Guess what? You're dead meat now. You think it was bad before? Man, you're done. Now not only are you going to be bullied, but you're a snitch. Man, you told on us, you're dead meat. That's what it had been called in my day. It doesn't work. Okay, should you tell the authority? Absolutely, you should, but it's not going to fix it. It's going to create more problems. Who are the ones who can fix it? The ones in the school. Now, we homeschool our kids. By the way, we had our kids in Christian school, and guess what? Bullied. We're just talking about it this week. My oldest son, wanted to fit in with the older kids and wanted to be liked. Well, he's the preacher's kid, so he's outcast already, and then he's younger, and so they would make him a punching bag. And they would say, you going to go tell your mommy? You going to go tell your mommy? Well, he's a tough kid. He didn't want to go tell his mom, so he's just taking it. One day they're in the kitchen. My wife grabs his arm for something, and he flinched and moved back. She said, what's wrong? Nothing. What's wrong? Nothing, nothing. And she looked black and blue everywhere. What happened? Finally had to tell. The high school boys were pounding him in his arm, toughening him up. That was their job, to toughen him up. Yeah, a kid needs to be tough, but that's not how it is. You toughen you up by working and not by pounding them in the arm. You can toughen them up by the right kind of wrestling and jiu-jitsu and teaching them those things, not by pounding them in the arm just to take it. That's bullying. That's wrong. That's wrong. That's not Christian. That's not spiritual. That's not godly. That's not manhood. That's not any of that. Those guys are punks and wimps to be able to do that. We ended up homeschooling our kids, and boy, one of the best things that ever happened. A lot of people can't do that. What needs to happen? Real men, real young men need to become protectors. Hey, Mom, go teach your boys these verses. Proverbs 31, open your mouth, plead the cause for the disabled, for the poor, and the needy. You use your masculinity. Open your mouth and say, leave him alone. If it's my kid, what happens if they fight? Then you beat him up. He won't do that again. I'm not advocating violence. I'm just telling you what I told my kid. I would rather you get in trouble for a fight defending somebody that's being picked on and bullied than you just let them be picked on. Manhood is not toxic. It's protecting. God made men strong. God made men physically stronger, muscles bigger. Why? So we can protect our wives, our children, our homes, and our nation. They're to be taught that. Solomon's mother taught him to be a protector. Okay? Really important. If you want to see that executive summary, you can email me, askpastorbaker@gmail.com. I would love for you to see that. You can look at the website. Pray for us. I believe hopefully soon we'll be able to launch this and just be able to make a big difference in people's lives. Bullying is really big. I'm looking forward to the introduction, the interview that I'll have with a lady who has some really good ideas and thoughts for